Hey all, Hipper here. So today, again, we are talking the Edinburgh, because this is just my favorite ship in the game at the moment. And I'm running Tenant here with a mortar of guys with Baltimore and Rune as inspirations. On the ship, we are going all in on turret rotation, because that's actually pretty slow on the ship. But with this build here, we get it down to 19 seconds. And 3 awesome heals, 3 sonars, and 3 radars. So a 19-second turn time, that's really fast. 1.9 rudder, 37 knots. So it's not the fastest ship out there, but it's the most agile by far. It's insane, really. As you can see, I've got more than 750 battles in it. And one thing that I keep forgetting to point out is the 30mm armor, meaning that you are one tough nut to crack, especially when you go 1 versus 1 against other ships. I'd say Edinburgh is, equal with Hipper when it comes to that. But probably, like, they both have, pluses. I mean, Edinburgh has the 30mm armor, meaning that you can take on most battleships. Hipper can't do that. But, Hipper has more torpedoes to take out a battleship in just one fell swoop. Edinburgh needs to get off both sides, really, to kill a battleship. But then again, Edinburgh has radar, which Hipper is missing, but Hipper has a better sonar. So I'd say the two ships are pretty much equal when it comes to whacking other ships in a 1 versus 1. Edinburgh has more utility though, because you have that long range radar. So once you are approaching an enemy, you can pop the radar first, and then you have 30 seconds while you are still, going at them. And usually you get so close that you can then pop the sonar when you are right next to them. That, means that Edinburgh can pull off stuff that Hipper can't pull off. And the most fun to play is definitely Edinburgh, especially with this build here. Like, this is my special Hipper agile build here, and I love it. It has made what was originally a pretty boring ship, really, into the most fun you can have in this game here, even compared to Minotaur. Like, Minotaur doesn't get the 30mm armor, but other than that, it's just as fun. But Edinburgh, overall, I'd say is the best cruiser in the game. And with an agile build, it's just an absolute menace. So this build, like agile builds on any other cruiser, you're supposed to be proactive. Like reactive agile builds don't work very well with that. Like, you have to take the initiative, you have to be bold, you have to push, you have to take chances, you have to take risks. That's the whole point. Because if you make a mistake, the agile build will usually bail you out. And in this case here, we don't have any destroyers in the game, so why not head straight for the caps? I mean, I'm the only one doing it over on this flank, and I guess that's fair enough. I have 2 Susuyas in a division, and I'd rather have them sitting at a distance, peppering the enemies with HE, while I grab the cap and, set up a little nice camp in here, fry some eggs and take a load off, while I wait for people to come and challenge me. Because I have the cap, the onus is on the enemies to actually do something. And here I'm just thinking, oh, it looks like that battleship is pushing in, but then it actually turns out that he's not. So that's excellent. That gives me an opportunity to push up even further, because that's what you want to do. You want to, push the enemies into such like an inopportune position that they can't really do anything. So you see how the Cleveland is heading towards the island out in, to the side there. The battleship is turning around, and there is a Weimar behind that island somewhere. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a look. I want to see what the Ashitaka does first, but it looks like he's turning. Excellent. Okay, that means that we're going to approach this island here, and we also need to cut off that Weimar there, because it looks like he's going to push in. And then there's a surprise ship, a New Orleans here, and this will be our first 1v1 in this battle here. There's going to be quite a few. It's not completely 1v1s, because other people are shooting at them too. But they certainly have me in their sights, so I'll call it a 1v1. So he's staying bow on angled, so my AP can't really hurt him much. So we're going for the superstructure, and then of course the plan is to just keep him busy, let everybody else hit him from the side, like they are doing, which is excellent. And if we get close enough and he's not dead, then we're gonna torp him. Like, I did the exact same thing yesterday against the Wichita, and all you gotta do is just shoot the AP at their guns, and take out the guns, and that's it. There's nothing else they can do then. That's exactly what happened to the Wichita yesterday, and it was a lot of fun. So that's it. Donk. I didn't get the kill there. That was unfortunate. But now I'm in the position that I want to be in, because the Cleveland is now in a crossfire. He didn't expect that, and that's just too bad, because now sooner or later this Cleveland will sink. It's just a matter of time, because the only reason that he would be saved if someone pushes in and gets rid of me in here. But obviously that's not going to happen, because the Weimar is a little bit of a sausage. He's not really ready to push. He's just sitting there and letting the Cleveland, you know, have a really hard time. So that's a bit of a mistake on that guy's, you know, play, if I can say so. And the battleship is now pushing in, so that's okay. That's okay. We have 30mm armor. We don't care at all about this. And the Cleveland can't hit me. The Weimar can't hit me because I pushed in. I've been proactive. I've taken the initiative, and I have the land. I've taken. This is a land grab, really. And they are in like bad positions now because they didn't challenge me, and that's just too bad. And that's why Edinburgh is so much fun when you can do that. So this one, Ashitaka here, he's just pushing in, and that's okay. We're gonna get some torp hits here, and just gonna keep bow on, so we'll survive his salvo there, and that's it. Just gonna turn and get off the other side of torpedoes. Just like I said in the beginning, that Edinburgh needs to get off both sides of torpedoes to take out battleships, and even most battleships, especially the more tough ones like Kansas, you still cannot sink them. You need to get in and get some AP hits as well. But we do get that guy removed, and the Cleveland, he's sitting out there, you know, thinking about his mistake. And as soon as he goes dark, then he fires. And well, you're gonna get spotted anyway, mister. So the Weimar is making a move. So we're just gonna go bow on to this guy here, because it looks like he's just gonna rush in, you know, broadside on, because he probably wants to get all guns on target, which does make sense. But if he was going to do that, he really had to be shooting HE, because AP is just gonna bounce off my bow, and as you'll see in a minute, that's exactly what's gonna happen. And at the same time, I can just citadel him. Yeah, doesn't make much sense. But if he had, you know, chosen HE, which would make sense when you're in a Weimar, he did switch right there, but it's too late, and someone else is helping out as well, and he's gonna realize his mistake right now with that double citadel, and just gonna dodge his torps with an agile build. Did you see that? How nice! And that's the end of Mr. Weimar. So now we have to face this perfect 10 here. But the problem is, I don't want to cross this whole piece of, well, whole area of open water here, where he can just, you know, easily whittle me down, or not easily, because, I mean, I'm not easy to whittle down. But I have 11.4 concealment, which is still really good with an agile build. So I'm just going to wait till I go dark, and then I'm going to try to reposition a little bit better. As you can see, I'm a little bit worried that the Reds are going to take the B cap. So that's why I'm thinking, okay, I'll take the A cap, I'm closest to that. I'll take on the perfect 10, and the other guys can go for the B cap and hopefully hold off the red ships over there. So I don't want to shoot while I'm in the open water here, because I will just get focused by everybody, and that's not what you want to do in Edinburgh. 2 ships at a maximum. You don't want to be targeted by more than that. So we're just going to speed up my Atlantic crossing here, because once I get over to this side here, I'm actually forced to shoot, because the red ships are in the cap and we need to reset them. We need to buy ourselves time here. I mean, we are ahead on points, but there's no saying that if we lose the B cap, they might actually be able to catch up. So we need to reset these guys here, and the more I reset them, the longer it will take them to take the cap, and the less tickets they will get, and the better chance we have of winning. And we are ahead by 1 ship now, so things are looking better. And it's obvious the perfect 10 has only got eyes for me, because I haven't seen him shoot at anyone else since he saw me. So I'm going to be a little careful here, because we are dealing with one of those people who are happy to you know, commit harakiri just to get a CC. And this is a close game, this is a fun game, so I don't want that to happen. So I'm just going to sit here and reset a little bit. And now I decide, okay, it's time to move in, because they're at 500 points now, so we need to stop that. We need to stop those tickets. I need to grab this cap here if I can, and if I can't, then we're gonna take on the perfect 10. So here we are, finally in a position, and obviously I don't want to push out on the other side of this little cliff here, because then I'm gonna get, you know, pounded by all the other red ships over at the other flank. But we are keeping this guy away from actually backing them up, so that's good. And really, there's incoming shots there, just like I counted on. And this is going to be like a very boring duel here, because we're pretty much the same ship, and as long as he bow on, I can't penetrate his armor, and he cannot penetrate my armor either. So this is going to be a torp duel, and I'm just gonna wait till he's close enough. I need him about 2-3 kilometers, something like that, and it doesn't really matter. He's taking out guns. I'm trying to take out his guns as well, but I'm just not having much luck here. So we're just gonna wait till he's close. I mean, there's plenty of hit points left. Don't have any heals left. That's a little bit of a problem though. But that's also, you see, you need every heal when you play this ship with an agile build. Now I haven't really used the heals to their fullest, but I never do that. I need enough health on my ship so I can take a full battleship salvo that I don't expect coming. And so it's torp time, and I'm trying to trick him here because I'm sure I can outmaneuver him. So I'm gonna think, oh, I'm gonna go this way, but actually I'm gonna go, you know, full reverse, and then I'm going to citadel you, and then I'm going to fire off my torps while you're getting off your torps, and then I'm going to outturn you. And he does get, no, he didn't actually get a torp. He just got a very good hit with his guns, but it doesn't matter because I got him to go broadside to me, and that was his demise. So now we have the mines here, and you can see on his guns, he's very interested in me. So again, I can't push out here. I will need to retreat. I'm down to 960 hit points, so I don't want to face a mines right now. I've done what I could in this battle here, and I don't have any radars left. I don't have any heals left. I almost have no health left, but I do have 2 sonars left. So I'm kind of betting I can get this mines down to this island here, and then I can keep him spotted with my sonar and at least help my team out that way, because I'm out of other options now. I've exhausted everything in my Edinburgh's arsenal. So if I can just, you know, do a little bit of commercial for the Edinburgh here. If you haven't tried this ship yet with an agile build, like I mean a full agile build and a radar, you should definitely try it. Every Edinburgh I see out there is a smoke Edinburgh. And while you can do things in that, you cannot be as proactive as you can in an agile radar Edinburgh. You cannot dictate the battle. I've done the whole battle here. And you cannot set up those traps. And it's also not as good in 1 versus 1s, which you'll be doing a lot of if you play the way I play. I like to separate the ships, you know, look at the map and see which ships you can, you know, separate from the flock, and then deal with them one-on-one like I've done. I would deal with these mines as well, but I'm too low on hit points. I cannot survive a single salvo, even bow on from his HE. So unfortunately, I miss out on another 1 versus 1 here. I would really like to, and at this point of time, I'm thinking if I should just, you know, go in there, you know, all guns firing, see if I can get him, and maybe, you know, get sunk. But I'm thinking, nah, I'm so low on hit points. There's really no chance, and it's better just to sit here. And once he's in, you know, range of my sonar, he can't go dark, and we're going to win on points anyway. So as much as I would like to, I'm just thinking, nah, there's no point. If the situation was different, if he was about to win on points, well, definitely I would take him on. But in this situation, nah, there's no point. You're not gonna win anything by doing that. Just let him burn out or flood out or whatever it was that was going on. So that was it. That was Edinburgh, and I cannot tell you how much fun this ship is. It's excellent. It's so much fun, and well, highly recommended. So hope you enjoyed it, and see you out there.